trust nobody in this motherfucker. I mean, this bitch is packed as hell.
You be looking in there, mama.
Work anyways. You know what? Drop that motherfucking location. I'm gonna beat drop.
It is your boy by here back again for another motherfucking banger. And today is Mukbang Wednesday. Set my Sprite right there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm drinking Sprite. I'm drinking that. And today what I am eating is leftover Famous Dave's from Memorial's Day. Now, the reason why I didn't eat it yesterday on Tuesday is because I had Taco Bell and that shit was, and you know, had other lunch and all that shit. So I decided to save my leftover for Wednesday. So here's what I got. I got me some spare ribs, St. Louis style. And then I took a little bit of my mama's what the hell do they call it? They're ribs, but they're kind of boneless ribs, like boneless wings. Rib tips. I took took a little bit of her rib tips, mac and cheese, and baked beans. Let's get a little. Let's get a thumbnail. Shit, let's set this motherfucking market down. Get me a thumbnail. I got a plate. I don't want to spill this shit, because if I spill it, my mom's gonna be pissed. So let's get this. Oh shit. Here's how we're gonna do this. Let's be strategic, Lamont. All right, that's enough. Okay, I got my shots in. So, long story short, let's eat. Lord, let us thank you for this food that we are about to receive for nurture for our bodies, for Christ's sakes. Amen. God's good all the time. All right. I done wasted enough time than it is, so we need to eat. All right. It probably help if I move up, but if I move up, then y'all can't see the food. I'm gotta get better at these mukbangs, y'all. There we go. Ooh, there we go. All right. Let's get a shake. Let's eat this mac and cheese real quick. Let's try this. I don't know what it is, but their mac and cheese is fire. Fire! I really gotta stop screaming because these people next door is gonna raise hell. But them motherfuckers can't complain because they raise hell all day too. Shit. If y'all can raise hell, why can't I? Or is it a black thing? Yes, I am. Just saying. No harm done. Damn, look at all this sauce. My hand's gonna be sticky. Look at all this sauce, bro. Alright. There is nothing good but having barbecue. There is nothing better than having barbecue on Memorial Day or 4th of July. Woo! I put a little sauce on it. The reason why it's yellow is because it's got that yellow sauce on it. It's, oh my god, it's good. I know I'm smacking, but it's just what I do. And you don't really see an authentic mukbang without smacking, because if I'm smacking, you know the shit's good. So, smack on the way. Alright, this is good. So, long story short, let's start talking about some shit. Let's talk about these shows that I'm watching. So, first off, tonight, Haves and Have Nots, Tyler Perry, is coming on tonight at 9 on OWN. I don't have OWN on direct on this AT&T TV Now, which is supposed to be Direct TV Now. I don't have it on here. So I'm going to look at it on this website called Broken Sills. So if you do not have OWN, I really recommend you guys check out that, because they really show a lot of shows like Black Ink Crew, New York, I think Little Women in Atlanta. I used to watch that show. And some other shows like that. So if you don't have that, if you don't have OWN, go over there. And they'll stream it like a couple minutes later or an hour later. Or probably the next day. Who knows? Either way, you're going to see it. I don't really see all my shows live like that anyways, because I have a thing about commercials. I'm kind of tired of the commercials. So I'll just DVR it so that when I'm watching it and it cuts into a commercial, I just fast forward and get right back into the show. Because I don't like commercials like that. I don't. One thing I do expect from the Haves and Have-Nots, because this is the final season, and only final 8 episodes of this, I hope they do not do it like they did If Loving You Is Wrong. I really hope they do not do it like that, because we have invested our time and our energy into this show ever since 2013. It's almost 8-9 years since this show's been running. Probably going into 10 years. Who knows? But around 8, 9, or 10 years of this show going on. Expectations are really high. So this is when y'all need to, writers, Tyler Perry, y'all need to buckle down and make sure that this shit delivers. I want answers, right? I want all these questions that I have resolved, answered. I want closure. All these storylines that y'all had in the background, like who killed Amanda, or did she have suicide, or if it was a homicide. I want to know what's going on there. I want to know what's going on with Tony's kidney and all that shit. I want answers. Do not leave us in the wind, because they did that with If Loving You Is Wrong, and I'm still pissed about that shit. You know, this is the time where everybody's going to be critics. Like, if you do not deliver, oh shit. That's going to be bad for not only the people that's been watching, but the people that's been watching since day motherfucking one, like me. Because I didn't have to watch this show. I could have been watching other shows. But I wanted to, because I was invested into it. I've already came so far. Why would I leave now? Ever since season 4, the content's been a little shitty. You know, it's been a little like lacking. But I'm still here. Because I've invested my time. Why would I leave now? Because if I leave because the contents are not meeting my needs, or it's not giving me all like, whoa, damn, like season 1 to season 2 did, then that all my time would be worth nothing. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be here till the fucking end. Gloves are off. I'm scared, honestly. I am scared. Because I really hope they do not go down that road. Like If Loving You Is Wrong. Or other shows that I've watched, like Empire. Or just canceling the show. Like, y'all, we need to do better. These shows we have invested our time and effort and time and day in. You know, we as viewers have that right to be like, hey, what's going on here? Like, I've noticed the content's been a little lack, or the episodes are kind of like not giving me much excitement. This is where you get critical, and this is where you start being like, hey, we need to do better, y'all. And I think Tyler Perry has kind of moved on from the have and have nots, and you could see it. You could see it because ever since 2019, haves and have nots have not been the same. Reason being is because he's been moving on to different shows. He moved to Viacom. He's not at OWN like that no more. OWN wanted him to put more videos, because more episodes. He wanted to end at, I think, season 7 or season 6, because he was moving to Viacom. And if he's over there at Viacom, he's not. Think about it. If you're making all these new shows, do you really think you're going to go back to OWN, to a network that you're not even really affiliated with that much anymore? No. You're going to be over there at Viacom making your new projects. And let's face it, the Tyler Perry's The Oval is kind of like the haves and the have-nots in a way. Like, look at Victoria. She's Veronica. Hunter. Jim Cryer. Jason Wyatt, except he ain't on crack, and he's just a fucking serial killer. The Halston family is like the Young family. And the, with Donald and Lily are somewhat of kind of like a Harrington. I don't know. Shit. It's almost the same thing if you look at it. And somebody was saying if they start streaming Happy to Have Not series on BET, and because a lot of people are on BET right now, that it may be a good thing, but it also could be a kind of a conflict thing, because all the motherfuckers that did not see haves and have nots are going to be like, well, shit. When they watch it, they're going to be like, well, damn, Jim is Hunter, Veronica is Victoria, the Hudson family is the Young family. That's going to cause a lot of flick like, well, damn, he's copying shit. I mean, hey, let's call it what it is, people. I mean, for real, do not. I'm telling you, bro. If it does not have a happy ending or any type of closure that I need, I'm gonna flip my shit, and I'm gonna just be done. And yes, I will go live after it if it happens. And it'll probably be bad for these viewers if they don't meet the means. Because look at Ashley Miller. She literally's a day one person. She's a day oneer. The other dude, Jeremy, that does like the speculations of what's gonna happen in the next episodes and all that type of shit. He's kind of a day oneer too. He just did a Zoom meeting, and they were just talking about it too. And I stand by it. Like, y'all, there's too much on the line here. There's too much time, too much energy, too much invested into this show for it not to meet its needs. You know what I mean? Damn, ain't no phone in this shit. Oh shit. I don't know, man. And back to what I was saying about Amanda. Did Amanda kill herself, or did somebody go in there and kill her? Because all I saw about at the end of season 2 was her running around the house, pointing a gun at Captain's head, pointing a gun at her brother's head, I believe, and then running back to her room with a gun on her head. And everybody said, "Oh my God, she killed herself." But did she kill herself? What if somebody was in there and pulled that motherfucking trigger? I'm just saying. The cop called it, said it was a homicide, and they were like, "Are you qualified to make this assumption?" Because technically, as a cop, you are not qualified. If you are not qualified to make that assumption, you do not say it was a homicide unless you are qualified. If you are, then fine. If you're not, then you do not have that right. And if you go in there saying that it's a homicide the whole time, and they do an investigation, it comes out that it's not, the family could sue, I believe. I'm not sure if this is true or not. This is what I heard. This is not factual. This is not factual. So I cannot stick by that if it's fact. It's just what I heard. I think it's, I don't know. But that's what I heard. But we need answers on that. The only person they brought back from back in the day is Celine. Thank God. Because she's off. She's another major part of the show because she has 2 kids by Jim. Illegitimate kids, or like, as they like to say, bastard kids. I don't know why they say that shit. But she's the mother of his illegitimate children. That's a huge factor. I mean, she went with Veronica so she can sue. I want to see an investigation on that. You know, all of this shit you guys are building up needs to be built up on these 8 episodes. And stop bringing all these new characters in. If these new characters have no purpose or no time or no breath, they have no reason on this show. The whole president situation, I don't need that shit. We already got all that shit on the Oval. Why they are bringing this shit on here, I do not know. I really could do it without, and I just want that storyline to be done with. Either Candace is going to end up with him or not. Is she pregnant with his baby or not? Either way, I want no affiliation with that whole storyline. The whole Jeffrey situation, gay pride all the way. You know, be who you want to be, but it's not going anywhere. You know, he's dating and he's getting out of his comfort zone, starting to accept himself. I'm happy about that, but you know, the whole thing with Justin is I could do without that storyline. You know, stop focusing on these newcomers and focus on the main people that we have seen since day fucking one. You know. I don't think that's too much to ask. And as far as that damn money that Candace took. Shit, I just my mouth. Sorry, y'all. That Candace took from Jim, I want that to be over with. You know, all these unnecessary shit we do not need, and I don't need it. Oh my God, this chicken's good. That's chicken. Damn. Look at that. Tell me that don't make y'all hungry. Another question. When is this whole thing about Jeffrey's dad going to come into picture? Because Veronica said that David is not Jeffrey's biological father. Is the Jeffrey is Jeffrey Owens the Jeffrey's father or what? What's going on there? That's another storyline that needs to be revolved. Tyler brought all these storylines in, and I feel like he forgot about them. This is why I said, everybody's talking about it's time to bring in more like producers and this shit. Because as you see, most of his shows are not saying because he got all these fucking shows that he cannot do it all by himself. I don't know if he is or if he hasn't this whole time been doing it by himself or been writing his scripts and shit like that. But I just feel like his attention is mostly on the Oval and Sisters. I don't think it's on House of Pain or Assisted Living. Even though those are new shows, I don't think they're like his main attention. That's the thing about having all these shows. It's like, I get that you want all these shows and keep up with all these shows and not dying and all that. And you really done very well with BET. I'm glad you brought all the shit to BET because BET for a long time has not been fully up there. They've only showed Mary Jane. The only shows that's really been on there like that is Mary Jane or movies like a little bit of Medea or just other black movies. Other than that, there hasn't really been shows like that, and it was dying before Tyler Perry came in the picture. Once Tyler came in, everybody's over at BET. Ain't nobody over at OWN like that no more. Tyler Perry is bringing all the viewers all at BET like he did with OWN. If it wasn't for Tyler Perry, there probably wouldn't have been Greenleaf or Queen Sugar or Ambitions that used to be on. Because those are the only shows that I used to watch. I didn't watch Queen Sugar, but I know that was on there, but shit. I just feel like his attention is mostly on BET, and OWN is just no longer his priority. Because let's face it, all his shows over at OWN has ended. If Love Me Wrong has ended, The Pains have ended, Love Thy Neighbor has ended, For Better or Worse has ended. The only show that's still standing is The Haves and Have-Nots. That's why they're in their final season. Because let's face it, people will say, "Oh, we need another season." No, it's time. It's time. And when you did that Facebook Veronica and Victoria on a so-called phone call saying there's a new V in town, and Victoria won that phone call saying something that made Veronica gasp, that right there told me that haves and have-nots have run their course. They run their course, and it's time. As much as we all hate it, it's time. If they was to come back in the future, there would have to be other producers that are willing to take their time into it. And if that happens, maybe I'll throw my hat in. But if it's the same content, then maybe I don't know. But I'm talking about now. It's time. It's like that expression when it comes to haves and have-nots and oval, out with the old, in with the new. Haves and have-nots is out with the old, and the oval is in with the new. The oval is the new generation now. It's given that hype of what gave the have and have-nots the hype. It's like damn near the same thing. Now, can a show be better than the haves and the have-nots? Probably. Some may say no, but I say probably. There's room for growth. And I will say, I don't watch Sisters. I mean, that may be reality of like relationship and dating and all that shit. I just don't watch it because it don't give me that same feel like that. No. I'm more in the Oval. And I hate to say this, but I am honestly a little bit more into the Oval than I am into the haves and have-nots. Probably because, like I said, Tyler's putting most of his attention on that show than the haves and the have-nots. And it's building the script, you know. And one thing I will say is, at least they're telling the people's past of why they're the way they are on the Oval than they are on the have and have-nots. Like, look at Victoria. We've seen her background and where she comes from and why she's the way she is. Look at her parents. Her parents treated her like shit. All because she was the darker skin, because she was the black sheep of her family, basically. And why she grew up like that is why she is the way she is now, and why she treats her kids the way she is, because she don't love herself. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody else, including your children or anybody else in your family or anybody in your circle? Primarily, just saying. And I've yet to see any of that happen on Have Nots with Veronica. We don't know why she's the way she is. We just know she's a homophobic bitch. A funny bitch, but mostly a bitch. And a racist bitch at that. Excuse the cuss words, but facts is facts. We don't know why she's the way she is because nobody's taken time to put that background. The only background I've seen on the Have and Have Nots is Hannah's rape of the man who raped her, which is Candace's father, aka the dude with the bald-headed dude, Derek. That's it. We ain't seen nothing else. Now, unless they put out a movie of the Have and Have Nots of like the beginning of why these characters are the way they are, okay. But if you don't, then how are we supposed to understand as viewers? I'm the type of person where I like to see how these people became the way they became, how the rich became richer, and how they are the way they are, and how the broke became the way they are, and how they just how they carry themselves, how they are as people. That's all I want to know. Everybody's got a story. Y'all got a story. I got a story. What's your story? I just noticed I said let's talk about my shows, but we're just mostly talking about the haves and have-nots because that's my main priority because it's tonight. Even though House of Pain and Assisted Living is coming on tonight, yes, I'm going to watch that, and yes, I'm going to finish up watching Black Ink Crew New York, but haves and have-nots is the main priority. That comes before anything tonight. Comment down below what y'all think is going to happen these 8 episodes. What do you think? Who do you think is going to die? Who do you think is going to make it out alive? Do you think Captain's going to get out of jail? Do you think Wyatt's ever going to go into rehab? Do you think Jim is ever going to pay for what he's done to people? Do you think Veronica's going to finally get her karma for what she's done to people? Do you think Candace is going to get her karma? Because let's face it, Candace has done some shit too. You know, and as far as Captain, people say, oh, Captain, we need to let Captain out of jail. Yes, but however, she killed a DA. That is federal. These people have killed people. Veronica may not have done it herself, but she's hired people to kill, assassinate. Candace pushed a man out of a fucking window. These people gotta pay. These people have, yes, these people are somewhat trying to get their lives together. Like Shannon, oops, that's wrong. Why did I just say that? I just said my friend's name. Oops. Candace, granted, she's trying to get her life together, but at the end of the day, nobody gets away with anything. It always comes back 2.0. And if nobody pays for what they've done, that sets a bad example, and that just does a really big disservice on people who's been waiting for that to happen. Because, at the end of the day, that's not reality. Reality is what you put out comes back 24/7. Just because you get your life together and you're doing all this doesn't mean you got to pay for what you did. You got away with murder. That would be crazy. Like Jim, he's done some crazy shit. What if all of the things he's done throughout the series comes right back to her? And like Candace, what she's done to Quincy, what she did to War, all these people that she killed comes back on her. And all the things that Veronica did comes back on her. The only person that actually got theirs is Catherine. She's in jail. Now, is she going to get out? I don't know. Me personally, I think she should stay. Because she committed a crime. That's just a realistic way of thinking. Nobody gets away with murder. Nobody. No matter how much money you have, you cannot die with that money, That's real. Don't matter who you are as a person, don't matter how much money you have, or who your daddy or your mama is. When you kill somebody, even a federal or just anybody individual, when you killed somebody, none of that shit matters. Especially when it comes to somebody like me. Or anybody else. Catch that. Alright. But those are pretty much how I feel, what I want to happen, like closure. Other than that, I just don't want the show to end. I do, but I don't in some sort of way. Haves and have-nots, y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna love y'all. Y'all kept us tuned in. Temptation Tuesdays. Like every Tuesday, I watch the Have and Have-Nots. Every Tuesday. I have never missed an episode. Never. And if I did, I go back and watch it before I watch the next one. That's another thing. You cannot skip episodes. You cannot skip episodes, especially drama soap operas. Because if you skip one, then you're going to be like, well, what the fuck? What happened there? And let me just sidetrack for a second. Ruthless. I don't know why They just now decided to start streaming Ruthless on BET. Not BET Plus, but regular BET. That was dumb. Because now you got motherfuckers who didn't watch it or has been waiting to watch it. Like, well, wait a minute, when did this happen? And then you're hearing reviewers talk about season 2 and stuff that already happened. They're like, wait a minute, they just got on the compound. What are you talking about, bro? Motherfucker, you late, nigga. You late. They been got back from the compound. You know, it's like that was done. You know. Oh god, this was good apps barbecue. Mm. And I managed to finish it with no interruptions. Ha ha! No stopping videos, no nothing. Just complete talk and relaxation. All right. Okay. Mm. Shit. Woo! Look at that. Look at how much I finished. Aha! Oh shit. Okay. Let me have a drink of my Sprite. Wash it all down because I should have been washing it down the whole time, but shit. You gotta open these slowly because motherfuckers be shaking the shit and it be. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So, here we go. Hear that sizzling? Y'all hear that? Alright. And I don't know if you can hear my TV in the background. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I turned it down. If it's loud, I apologize. Hope y'all can hear me and yeah, let me just take a sip of this thirsty motherfucker. Woo! Yes. Excuse me. Burped. Alrighty, y'all. That being said, like I said, thank you, Tyler Perry, for premiering and exposing a show that has got us all tuned in, has told many stories that a lot of us can relate to. Thank you, just engage and being and having all these social medias engaged like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You know, you really you just and people have built friendships off of this show because motherfuckers be on Facebook talking about the shit and have genuine friendships or relationships or somewhere else. You know, people come together talking about the show every night that it premiered. You know, I for one, I'm grateful to just watch this journey and just be on the ride and just tuning in. I'm very looking forward to this final 8 seasons, episodes, shit, episodes of the haves and have nots. And just to all the characters, you know, good riddance. You know, hopefully you, the actors that played these characters, y'all did fantastic job. Crystal Fox, shout out to you. You played the shit out of Hannah. You should have won an Oscar. Like them scenes, the powerful scenes of you praying, or you know, when you were grieving over Quincy Jr., or just your relationship with Candace, Benny. It just you deserve an Oscar because you played the hell out of that character. You're the heart of that. You're the heart of that show. Just shout out to you, Crystal Fox, and Tika Sumpter. You did a really amazing job as Candace. You were a bad bitch. You were just. We saw you in all types of different ways. We saw you as an escort, fine as hell. You turned into a pimp, and you now you relaxing and somewhat gonna be a first lady. Like you a hustler, thick and thin, all the way out. You a hustler. Shout out to you, Tika, because you played the shit out of that character, and I hope your journey as an actor continues to be a success. I mean, I know you were on Mixed Dish and shit, so just good riddance to you, Benny. You were amazing. Uh, David, you know the way you are when like when you be pissed off, you're pissed in a calm way. You're pissed in a calm way, like, and you got that deep voice. I will show you an enemy like you ain't never seen before. Oh shit, I don't miss David. David's very and just his relationship with his son. Like it's rare to see on these shows a black father that accepting his son for his sexuality. Like that hit home. That was a whole nother. That hit home. That's all I gotta say. So shout out to you, the actor that played David. Good riddance. Um, Catherine. Love us, Catherine. Catherine was she. She's a very. She could be a nice person, but if you cross her and fuck with her kids, motherfucker, she coming for you. Look what happened to the DA. Catherine didn't play. Catherine was about that shit. You know, just Renee. I think her name was Renee, the actor. Good riddance to you. You know, hope you are keep on the road of success as an actor, and good riddance. And who else? Jeffrey. Well, that was an interesting character. You know, just seeing him come out and just starting to accept himself more. That was another deep. That was deep. You know, just seeing what it's like to be a gay man, a black gay man in the black community, or just in the community individual. Like that hit home. And Jim, you that's a love hate relationship. Like 1 minute you all right, and then the next minute you piss me off sometimes. Like that whole like you get your karma. All I gotta say is, you know, you played the hell out of that character. You made us hate you, love and hate you in some sort of way. So some sort of way, and just good riddance to you. And who else? Wyatt, good riddance to you. Go to rehab. Get off crack. Go to rehab, boy. You ain't about the life. And Celine, hopefully you get your money, your child support and all that shit. Good luck to you and your children. And who else? I feel like I'm missing people. Amanda, rest in peace. We're gonna find out who killed you. Mitch, the Malones, Mob. Good luck to you. I don't know. I don't know what to say about them. Last but not least, we cannot forget about the Ice Queen, Veronica. Veronica. Hope you get your karma. And get it good. But we have grown to love and hate Veronica. Like, one minute we love her, one minute we hate her. Her comments. It's funny as hell. It's not funny, and you really should be laughing, but it's hard not to, because it's like, I'm not laughing because it's funny, like, ha ha ha, like, oh, she called it this, ha 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 ha. I'm laughing because it's like, like, you can't say that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, but she's gonna get her karma. Hopefully. These 8 episodes. I can't wait to see the episode where Hannah knocked the fuck out of her. Boom! Go, where Hannah from? Oh, no, they said on that one show, go Brooklyn on that bitch. Like, I can't wait to see that shit. They gonna throw hands, they gonna catch fade, all types of shit. Like, it's going down. I can't wait for that. And, yeah, just good riddance to you, Veronica. The Ice Queen. You may be an Ice Queen on Rise and Have Nots, but after this, I don't know. Is she gonna be dead or is she not? But that's alright. We got a new V in town. We got Victoria over there. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna go down. But other than that, all the cast, love y'all to death. Let's tune in to the night. Let's get this ball rolling, y'all. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I told you that I am going on my vacation next week. Yes, I will be vlogging. I gotta get me a little vlog thing holder. But yes, I will be vlogging my vacation. I will be vlogging it, and I'm gonna be in Houston for like 3 days, Atlanta for 3 days, and then Oklahoma for 3 days. So most definitely I will be vlogging. One of those days I might do a mukbang with my cousins or my father or my half siblings, or I don't know. I might do a mukbang somewhere in between, or a reaction in between, something. I won't leave y'all. I won't leave y'all in the dust. I'm kind of building up like the vlogs. I may not vlog this weekend or last weekend. I might vlog this weekend because I might hang out at my friend's house. I don't know about that. We might see. But other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications for all the motherfucking bangers. And I'll see you in the next video, Loud Gang. Deuces, nigga! Hold on. Damn, 48 minutes? Shit. That's a long ass fucking mukbang. Deuces, y'all. Ha ha!